So there's a few reasons we could lose this week. Number one, the Bears are 7-3. We're playing on the road, Soldier Field, against one of the best defenses in the NFL. 84 isn't crazy high. We've beaten teams of higher overall this season, including their division rivals, the Packers. But number one is because they're 7-3. They're almost as good as us. Number two is because I'm extremely tired, dude. Like I know I'm finna throw the dumbest pick of all time. But yeah, we're 10 weeks in, 9-1, which I think 10 weeks in last year we were 4-6, which that's a 5 game difference. Yep, I'm literally at week 12, and we were playing the 7-3 Falcons at home. We were 4-6. We did end up winning this game, but you get my point. Like the difference between this season and last season is pretty crazy. Now we have 7 more games to play. You see the next three: Bears, Commanders, Broncos. Dang, what is going on with the AFC East? Their best team is 5-5, and looks like the Chiefs are starting to get on a little bit of a winning streak. So the Broncos really need to win these next couple games, or Chiefs will easily take the lead because you know how good the Chiefs can be sometimes. Right now we're number one in the AFC. I don't even think I mentioned that last time. The Browns finally lost, I think, to the Eagles. This week it's the leader of the AFC North versus the leader of the AFC East as they play the Miami Dolphins. So it looks like the Bears are like literally the reason they're in front of the Vikings because they don't have that one loss. The Packers are out of the playoffs. They're 2-8. I mean, they were 1-8, I think, or 0-8. But even so, winning these games is not helping them. Unless they go 9-8 and somehow make the playoffs. I don't believe I see the Lions. Oh no, I do. They're going against the Texans. So the entire division plays is really just the Bears and Vikings. If the Bears win and the Vikings lose, I mean the Bears lose and the Vikings win, then the Vikings will take the lead of that division. As you can see, Groves is second in yards, third in touchdowns, with like 20th in passer rating. Snead's second in interceptions. He led interceptions last year. We destroyed the Colts last week. That definitely happened. It was kind of sad, honestly. I think that's about it. Well, we have to look at the Bears, of course, but like I do that every week. I'm talking about like just new things to talk about. Let's look at Chicago. They're usually the first team here, but since the Armadillos are now here. Anyway, Caleb Williams is a 96 overall. Well, he's actually 95, but he's very good. This is like one of the best looking quarterbacks I've seen. They got A.N. O'Connell as his backup. Not a very good running back group. For some reason, their worst running back is injured. I'm not even sure how he gets on the field. They got Justin Jenkins over here, who's still hidden. 94 speed. So their starters are Johnny Drummond and DeAndre Swift. At receiver, it's still... Wait, no. I would say still, but somehow Rondale Moore... Wait, who's the other person? It was Rondale Moore, DJ Moore... I mean, Roman Duce, DJ Moore, and Keenan Allen, who's probably not in the league anymore. How did Rondale Moore get up to an 86? He better be going off. Because, like, I'm not really sure how he's progressed so much since Atlanta. Oh, he put up these 2 seasons. I can see why he's good. And it's him, Roman Duce, and DJ Moore. Pretty solid receiver group. Kokomet is their tight end. And then the offensive line is... I mean, the tackles are solid. The interior isn't great. Kwity Paye at the line along with Isaiah Judge. They have another injured player. Jermichael Haskins, the rookie. But yeah, Isaiah Judge is starting. He's very good. He's superstar dev. 93 block shed. He's wearing number 63. And then Javon Dexter, Jarius Heath. They have a lot of rookies who are just... It seems like they have potential to play, but they aren't right now. Jack Gibbons. Oh, Gibbons, what's up, dude? How's it been? How's it been since Tennessee? I kind of forgot he's ever been on this team, but he definitely was for the first 2 seasons, where he put up a combined over 100 tackles, about 7 sacks, and about 9 tackles for loss with us, with a season with 6 deflections. Since he's joined the Bears, his sack production has went down, up, down. His tackles for loss pretty much completely went down, but his tackles have been solid. He's been deflecting the football. He's been getting some interceptions. He's been solid. At middle linebacker, no Tremaine Edmonds. It's going to be Kenneth Murray, backed up by Jonathan Shepard. And then LaMarcus Forbes, I think I remember. And he's decent. At corner, they've got Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon, Tyreek Stevenson. I think it's the exact same corner group as well. And then safety, Brian Cook and Jaquan Brisker. So this is a decent team. I can see why they're not like 86 or anything, but I can also see that they could beat us, but it's going to be even tougher for them because we're starting to get healthy while they're starting to get injured. They'll be missing a couple of solid players this week, and then Edwards for a lot of the season. Now, we still don't got Burks and Spears, but everything else is good, and I trust Raynaud, and I trust Candidate to fill those spots pretty well. Candidate's probably going to be our third string next year, to be honest. But, yeah, this is what our team looks like without Spears and... Oh, yeah. Obviously, we moved Guerrero with a tackle. So it's going to be Guerrero and Guyton starting together for the first time. Guerrero didn't get beat last week on the glitch. So I think that's just what I need to do. I need to take the slower tackle out of that spot, which is stupid that glitch even happens, but you got to deal with it. So no use complaining about it anymore since I've solved it, I believe. Everything seems good here. Man, it's sad because why do I even have this guy? I don't know who Garrison Sherman is. He wears number 12. Oh, he's an undrafted rookie. I was like, because all these other guys, because I had Donaldson, who's been here for a little bit. Pierman's been here for a little bit. I actually drafted Pierman. He just has never really been able to make it to the roster. I drafted Binns this year. So Pierman's kind of like, okay, dude, if you don't make the starting roster next year, which he probably won't, he might be out of here very soon. And even if he isn't, he'll probably be signed soon since he's nearing a 70 overall. So, yeah, this might be like last year seeing Jerry Pierman. Which, I don't think it was a terrible draft pick. I don't think it was awful. It just didn't really do much for us. Meredith has already done a lot more for us in his last 2 years than Pierman has in his last 3. Meredith was drafted round 4, pick 25. And Pierman was drafted round 5, pick 28. So it's kind of fair. Pierman was drafted later, but they're rated the same grade. Anyway, this doesn't really matter right now because neither of them are going to be making an impact this week. Meredith will on kickoff returns, but who cares about that? So we've already decided that we're waiting on Tevin Jenkins and Jerome Baker. So the last two to look at are Nicholas Petit-Frere and Brandon Aubrey. Dude, Aubrey, you're the kicker, dude. I'm not going to do anything crazy to sign you, man. I'll just let you go to free agency and then sign you again. I don't really care. I want Petit-Frere back, but, this might be, one of the last times. Well, I gave him $100,000 more in bonus and he accepted it. But honestly, in all likelihood, Tevin Jenkins won't be brought back. I'm just stalling it out anyway. Alright, we got a strategy session. We also got messages, which I don't think are important. Oh, yeah, just guidance back. We already knew that. So I remember when I would always try to get to we've seen enough as quickly as possible. I've not tried at all to get to it this time. I think it might be more useful nowadays since now my rookies actually won't be getting as much play time because I'll have less rookies. I have less open spots that rookies could immediately fill. XP games for defensive tackles. Which is kind of tough. I could use XP games for both of these positions. And then either outside linebackers or ends. Well, I don't really need it for ends, to be fair. Because Lucas Van Ness is already good enough and Aiden Hutchinson's a 99 overall. So I guess we'll go with middle linebackers and outside linebackers. I feel like I'd rather have it for Bushrod than for Powell. It doesn't matter that much. Let me just go for the linebackers. Okay, so Now we've got this team meeting. Okay, no, it went to college players. Okay, now it went to my. This game is just controlling where I'm going. That's nice. I've not looked at the prospects in a little bit, but it seems like we know a lot about some of them now. Like, it seems like we have gotten a scouting increase. So we do know a little bit more about these players, like Reggie Hunt, who looks still not very good. I mean, I don't know if I've looked at these guys before. But then again, if I want a receiver, I actually want one early this year. I don't want to pick another Pyramid or Meredith. And, I mean, David Ramirez looks like the worst receiver I've ever seen. Dion can be picked earlier because he seems solid. I mean, still doesn't look great, but at least he has decent physicals compared to the other players I've seen so far. But I don't think we'll be scouting these later receivers that seriously because I just don't want another Pierman or another Meredith. Not that Meredith is bad, but like that's just not what my team needs anymore. We don't need another 4th, 5th string receiver. If we want one, to then we're gonna want one like much earlier. Which we could end up going for offensive line. Could end up going for linebacker because not sure what we're gonna do with Baker and them. But I mean, Powell should be our starter next year anyway. These guys are really good physicals. I like Mr. What was his name? Josh Ball. And then we got Carl Levine, who has seemingly worse physicals, but I gotta love beat block shed as a middle linebacker. Josh Ball, what a name. They have 2 top 5 outside linebackers. I'm not gonna be picking the top 5. I could lose out and I still wouldn't pick in the top 15 probably, so. Thing is, the problem is, like, one of these receivers is really early. I'm probably not going to be able to get him, no matter what. Like, I wouldn't even trade up for that, probably. Who are you? Mr. DeAndre Meadows. Doesn't have really anything good on the pass rushing side, but has a tackle, good block shed, good awareness, good play rec. Honestly, I like DeAndre Meadows. He looks solid. But, like, he's not, like, anything that I think would shake the draft if I got him. He just looks solid. And honestly, that's what you should be taking. A tackle, a block shed, elite to great strength from Jarius Prince. Imagine him paired up with Bushrod. That we might actually be able to stop the run of our defensive line. But yeah, I'm probably going to spend more time looking at these guys later. Like Zeke White also seems more like a later round D lineman, which I would be fine with because I don't think I need to pick one in the first round at all. I mean, I could need defensive tackle, but if I wanted defensive tackle, I'd look more trade or free agency than to try to get someone to start immediately out the draft. Anyway, let's finally get into this team meeting. I've been stalling a little bit. I mean, 12 minutes. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit. Week 12 team meeting room. Last time we were in week 12, we beat the Falcons. Now we're facing another NFC opponent at 7-3. What did you see during film study? What did I see? Why do I never tell them what I saw? They struggle with pass blocking, especially in the interior, I'm assuming. Any player specifically? Yeah, the left guard. So that's like Christian Wilkins, sometimes Lucas Van Ness if Calhoun's off the edge. I feel like that's kind of specific, but Robert Jones gives up 2 sacks. I mean, he's not going to give up 3. I could say 2. The left guard gives up 2 sacks. Sure, let's go for it. And A. Hutchinson, you're not going to face off against the left guard even once, probably. But, I mean, hey, as long as you're excited for your buddy Van Ness to make some plays. Which you don't have anybody with crazy sack numbers this year. They should defend deep pass. I don't ever want to defend deep pass because I'm like, oh, they're really good against the deep pass, though. You know, they haven't really completed a lot of their attempts. Their rating is good, which, yeah, they have 8 deep touchdowns. I know that's not 27th in the league. Because they have 6 medium and 1 short touchdown. How's that even happen? We're going to go medium. And we can go full pass this week. And what looked weak? I think one of their D linemen didn't look great. Their linebackers are kind of beat up. I think it's fair to try to run outside. We'll see how that works in the first half. We could change up in the second if it doesn't look too good. I think last time we actually did do Hurst and Raynaud. I think we got a bronze for Hurst and then gold for Raynaud. Maybe I did Groves and Hurst. I mean, no, that's definitely Hurst right there. Yeah, I was right. So it's how we do Reynard and Bushrod. We got some weird names on this team. Let's get 5 sacks. Allow 20 points or less. We can go with that offensive yards. And let's not get sacked. That's how we did close quarters. If I will do backfield survival, I do want to one day get at least silver. I've gotten bronze every time. I've never gotten better than bronze. I got really close last time though. Like, I really could have gotten silver. We could have gotten gold if I was more locked in. Are you serious? The stamina's not gonna, it's gonna make me go all the way up there. Thank you, you weird thing. Oh, he's catching me. How did I escape that? Oh no, there's another guy. Yeah, okay, I got silver this time. But I was like, yeah, there's another guy coming for me. I'm cooked. Honestly, I don't even know how I got out the back of the end zone there. I should have been tackled. But I mean, hey, at least I know I can get silver on that one. I don't know if I'm ever getting gold. But we'll do trench battle for Bushrod here. Bushrod, if you get pancaked, I'm done with this game, dude. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, if you get pancaked, I'm done. You can't bull rush through Skoronsky, dude. He's like one of my lowest overall. Yeah, he literally is my lowest overall offensive lineman. Yeah, definitely. Because Jenkins is an 85. I think Guerrero's like an 85. Both of my tackles are over 85. And I know Skoronsky ain't no 85. He's like an 82. That was pretty easy. So a silver and a gold. If I went with the running drill, I could have gotten 2 golds. If I did just one of the regular rushing attack drills, because they're so easy. All of them. Alright. I really do want to continue ECU Dynasty, but I'm not going to do it because teams have uneven amounts of of conference games, and that kind of ruins the whole thing. Maybe if I didn't, as Tevin Jenkins is once again injured, he's not Quincy Russell levels, where even if he is in the game, you expect him to get hurt in the middle of it. He's like, dude, he's mid, and then he gets on the field. Like, I'm not resigning this dude. I don't even know why I'm waiting. Like, he's so bad. Is Landry coming in, I think? Yep, he's getting too many starts. Him, Petit Frere, and Favorite should not be playing this much. Anyway, we're going to be wearing regular, whatever they give us, because next week, they have no X Factor. Wait, why is Caleb Williams not showing as X Factor? I tried to click Super. I hate everything.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the Titans' sure-handed tight end. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Titans and the Bears, and it's coming up next on Madden Football. Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. 2 teams in this one going in the right direction. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, both these squads come in off winning streaks. Something's going to have to give, but you love having that momentum coming into a game like this.
And absolutely right, Mike. And on top of it, if you're the home team today playing in front of your home crowd, not only are you coming off this win streak and bringing this momentum into another home game, but you get the energy, you get the excitement of your crowd who's also riding this wave of winning football. But on the other sideline, you've got a hungry, hot road team that's looking in saying, all right, if you don't take us serious today, we're going to try to extend.
Did not know that the thing was over, but Candidate will return the kick to start the game. He's down at the 25 as the leader of the AFC South faces the leader of the NFC North. Difference is we are 3 games ahead of our second place. They are not even a full game. Groves had his best game of his career last week, throwing for 340 yards, 6 touchdowns, no interceptions. It was really bad defense. The Bears' defense is better. But doesn't mean it can't happen again, so y'all better stay careful. As Grove's going to look downfield. Oh, man. Oh, what a play! The pass lead somehow works, and Mims is speared into the end zone. You can see how the pass lead did not go well. I didn't try to do it. The stick drift did it. But somehow he caught it anyway. What a way to start. 1 play, 75 yards, and a touchdown. Groves threw 34 touchdowns last year. Oh my God, are we serious? And he has 8 games left to throw those 8 touchdowns. So he'll almost certainly, or 7 games left. He'll almost certainly crush what he threw last year in both yards and touchdowns. Wait, how many yards did the game say he had? I wasn't paying that much attention. He's thrown for 2,900. He has thrown 1,407 games. It's like 200 per game. He can do that. He's going to throw 300 more often than not. So. And on first down, Lucas Van Ness and Hutchinson gave the running back something to remember. They're going to show our injuries. Not as bad as it was the last few weeks. We usually get a little bit healthier late in the year than early. Oh, and 2 hits from Baker and Snead are enough to knock the ball out of Rondale Moore's hands. 3rd and 7. The Bears are going to need to score a lot of points, I'm assuming. I think that's a safe assumption. He throws incomplete. Lucas Van Ness. Whenever he's playing someone in the AFC North, he just turns up. He's our sack leader with only 6.5 sacks. I mean, I'm not saying that's like terrible. I'm saying like, I mean, it's just not nothing crazy. Like your sack leader, you probably want to have 8 or something by now. Meredith takes a bunch of hits, brought down at the 39. And now Groves is like, all right, what else do you want me to do? I have the 1 play touchdown. Is there really anything you can do besides do it again? Will we get out to Mims again? It's definitely his first time having 2 receptions in the half since like Russell came back. It's really just been a Crocker and Russell show. First carry of the game is for an easy first down. Huh? That's not even true. What is wrong with this game sometimes? We did not go 3 and out. Matter of fact, we scored on the first play. Fix your commentary, as Groves just eclipsed 3,000 yards on the season. And he found the wide open Ian Crocker there. Man, it sucks not having Guerrero over there at guard anymore. But, you know, we got to do what we got to do. And Latham's just as good, but just not with the abilities. Raynaud had a workload last week. 204. What am I talking about? 200. No, not 200 anything. 24 rushes for 164 yards. Why do I keep trying to combine his carries with his yards? What was I doing? What am I talking about? Here comes Raynaud inside the 10. He's just so shifty. That makes him different than Spears. Spears like that 1 cut, maybe downfield, make a dude miss. Raynaud just keeps making little movements until he can get the most space he can, and he likes more inside runs, honestly, which is weird because he's an elusive back, but that's a nice grab by Russell. Are you really complimenting them? That was like second and goal, first and goal at the 9, and we got to the 2. I wouldn't compliment that. Jump ball for Russell, not gonna get it. Now you can compliment the defense. I don't think you compliment them for a 7-yard gain. It'll be third and goal. Handoff. Reynard is in. A late hit, no flags. 2-score lead in the first quarter. I mean, hey, we've won our last 2 games by more than 1 score. We beat the Colts by 5, beat the Chargers by 3. And we're looking to continue that streak. Right now we're on a 4-game winning streak. I'm not sure what the Bears are. But they're going to need to win this one if they want to stay in front of the AFC North. We don't need to, but like Vikings could easily take that spot if they don't. Handoff. Van Ness is there again. He's all over the field right now. What's your name? Jamarcus Jenkins, the running back? And that's a nice pass and catch by Odunze out at the 50. Caleb Williams brought down, and he's sacked. Fumbles recovered by Christian Wilkins. Fumble forced by Lucas Van Ness. He's happy to face the Bears again. Dude, that left guard, they were right. Ooh, was he down? No, I think it went out just before he fell. And it recovered by Christian Wilkins. They marked him down, but we still have the ball at the Bears 40 as, like, what are the Bears doing? This is one of the best teams record-wise we've played. As we take a shot to Russell, who can't bring it in. That's his second incomplete target. I think that's Kyler Gordon guarding him. Yes, it is. I mean, hey, when you're up 14-0, nothing wrong with taking some deep shots, even if you don't really think they're going to work out. Nice block by Guyton. Right off the spin move, as he is crushing them 56 yards in the first half. In the first quarter. Russell in motion back to where he began. Looking for Crocker. Can't get him. Kyler Gordon is locking down that jump ball. Yeah, right now, I don't even think our complete percentage ain't even that good right now because they're just throwing a lot of. Just go up and get it. Reynard right up the gut. Another. Oh, they're going to say he's short. Which he, like, his body definitely got over, but I'm not sure that the ball did. Got it out. Caught by Mims again. We saw the blitz. I just said get the ball out as quickly as possible. Russell makes the catch. Only again a 2 there. No, I want to actually. I kind of like how this route is run because I see a lot of receivers in real life run routes exactly like this, like the little arm shaking, and then like I mean it's weird. I think it's weird, but like it works and it's zone coverage here. So he went over to Reynard once he realized he was going inside, which this is what I saw. Like when you see this, you think he can score like right in here, but by the time the ball is there, he has no room. It's a good hit by Gibbons. Yeah, I do like that new route run animation. You don't see it that much. You also should be able to cook this guy on this out route. And he does not. That's actually honestly a bad throw as the cornerback Gordon falls to the 1-yard line. That was a bad throw. I don't know why you throw an out route like that. Look at this. This is an out route, and Groves throws it behind Russell. You know, Russell is getting a little bit too downfield here, to be honest. It's still like, how do you throw this that badly? Look where Russell has his hands. That's where the ball was going to be. The ball should be out, like in this little area right here. It should not be inside when Russell's running outside. The Bears will start at the 1-yard line. Oh, man. I was like, we should be able to get to him, right? No, we did not. I don't know how we didn't get pressure there. Because how many are we rushing? Like 8? No, probably like 6, right? We rushed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they picked everyone up. And even though we actually did pretty solid coverage, the one man who got beat was DeAndre Powell against one of their backup tight ends. Sucks to get stopped right there by the interception. That I really feel like shouldn't have happened. I mean, it was Grove's fault. If you really watch that play and say, oh, no, that was a bad decision, then I don't know what you're talking about. Cole Kmet gets open. Why am I on recent plays? Nearing the end of the first quarter, first down for Williams as he looks to bring this game a little bit closer. It's caught. Rondale Moore for a gain of 5 with 25 left in the first quarter. And they will call this final play of the quarter. And Williams just launches it away, pressured by yet another former NFC South edge rusher, Aiden Hutchinson. So we got one guy from the Lions, one guy from the Packers. Caleb Williams has not had a good time. His offensive line's been giving him some trouble. As we have a 14-point lead. 3rd and 5. Throwing it up top! Knocked away by L'Jarius Sneed. Good job by him to move from his original man to make the play. And the Bears will punt. Back to James Meredith. Or maybe not. That one looks like it's going out of bounds. Another terrible punt by the CPU. Probably didn't have to go secure catch there. Probably could have gotten some extra yards. 2nd and 5. Firing downfield. Candidate got the first down. He got open, I think, against Tyreek Stevenson. Candidate coming in for the injured Traylon Burks. Handoff. Raynon only gets 2. If the guys here aren't bots, the 4 people watching aren't bots, make sure to check out my other channel, GoldeeJR and Plus. I talk about sports. I recently, it's called GoldeeJR Plus. Like the symbol, not the word plus. I recently made a quiz about the 2023 NFL Draft so I can see how well I would do. 3rd and 2 after the run by Greg Groves. Or you can just stay here. I don't really care. Unless you're a fake bot, then I don't want you here. But, you know, nothing wrong with bots. I accept all form of... Anyway, firing downfield. Marvin Mims got it again. Mims down at the 1. He's having his best game in a while. Well over 100 yards. Last time we threw a pick in the red zone. We're not letting that happen this time. We're just going to run it right in. Donald Raynaud. Oh! Who got beat? I think that was Landry. I don't even think Tevin Jenkins would get beat that quickly. Here comes Jalen Harding, our power back without Spears. And Harding is stuffed. Landry couldn't get downfield. And now it's 3rd and goal. Fullback dive, Bayer scores. Took long enough. But we are still dominant. Aubrey's kick makes it 21-0. I'm wondering if anyone can stop this defense or this offense, because we've not allowed 20 points in quite a while.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense...
Last time we allowed even 20 points was week 9. This is week 12. We allowed 20 points exactly against the Texans. Last time we allowed 30 was week 8 against the Bills. Let's see what Caleb Williams goes with right here. They need their first points and soon. Swift's carry. He gets 3 right there as we're nearly halfway through the second quarter and the first half. And now the carry. Oh my God, he's still up. How many hits does he need to take, guys? 3rd and 1. All tight ends. I think we know exactly what the Bears are planning to do here. It's a run. And I got caught, but Calhoun didn't. What a play by the young linebacker. This is his 3rd year in the NFL. He's got a really nice tackle. And the Bears, once again, will give us the football back. And it's returnable for James Meredith. And he's brought down at the 40. There's Donald Reynaud having an excellent game. He's actually averaging 6.1 carries on the... 6.1 yards per carry on the season. I checked. He's averaging over 6 yards per carry. Of course, he probably won't have enough yards to really make it worth it, but still. Or enough carries. Okay. Not a great start. Loss of 4 for Marvin Mims. I don't know why I'm trying to get pretty. Literally just running the ball up the middle and throwing the ball has been working completely fine, but 2nd and long. Getting it out there to Reynaud. He gets 10. 3rd and 4. It's pretty bad to make a tackle for loss and immediately allow 10 yards to just make it 3rd and manageable anyway. Mims brings that in for his, I think, 5th catch. I was about to say 4, but he has 135 in the first half. Firing for Mims, and that is just barely dropped. I thought he had that. And now, right before 2-minute warning, it is 2nd and 10. Firing for Reynaud. He's got it in stride. Brought down at the 23. Greg Groves, highly effective today. What do you mean scoring a summary? I didn't score. The drive's not over yet. Anyway, 2-minute warning just went past, so we're back. 1st and 10. This game is so glitchy. Reynaud brought down in the backfield. They sent a blitz. Now linemen weren't able to pick up the linebackers. Firing it to Reynaud. He's getting a lot of touches in the last couple of weeks as he gets hammered at the 20. Now it's 3rd and 7. I don't think it's like a must score a touchdown drive or anything, but he would like to. Getting it to Russell. He caught it, but he is short. Bears call a timeout. We just kicked the field goal. Aubrey's kick is perfect. 24-0. Heck, this is more points
I think at this point,
per half that we scored last week.
things
You know, I think we had like 27 in the first half last week. We just only scored twice in the second.
they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This returnable from the 4.
And the tackle is made at the 31. Bears have 43 seconds, 2 timeouts. I mean, right now you're looking for 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions. That's like the simplest way, but that's not very fun, is it? It's not very easy either. As they call a timeout after, I think that was DJ Moore made the grab.
After a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams.
Oh, come on.
Into the hands of Moore.
I've never gotten a diving interception in this game, so I don't know why they make diving play ball so common, because it never works. Oh, no. Y'all gotta call a timeout here. Y'all gonna lose a lot of time. Okay, they just let it happen. I'm very confused.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Caleb Williams is sacked. Bears call a timeout, but they're out of field goal range because they decided to save that one timeout. I think that was Bushrod. Yes, it was. He beat a double team to make that play. Let's go. We didn't even have Van Ness on the field. But, yeah, last play. Williams going to try Hail Mary. And he almost got hit, but he does get the ball out. And it's incomplete, so we had to have time for 24-0 lead. I'm going to take a little break. See you guys after this.
That is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We begin in the gateway to the west in St. Louis, Missouri. And it's the Colts who are on top as they've hit halftime. Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown run in that first half. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. The Browns trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Jared Goff, over 400 yards passing with 3 touchdown passes as well. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back.
We're going to continue to run the ball since we have the lead and such. And for them, just don't let them get the ball too far downfield. So first thing I want to say is the Texans lost to the Lions. So they fought us 6-5, and we likely win this game and move up to 10-1. So the Texans might. The division is ours, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Greg Groves went 14 of 19, 225, 1 touchdown, 1 interception in the first half. Raynaud, 9 for 67, averaging 7 a carry and a touchdown. Byer had that fullback dive that went to the end zone. Mims having a great first half, 5 for 135 in the touchdown. Quincy Russell, 3 for 15. Donald Raynaud, 3 for 39. Leading tacklers are Powell and Van Ness with 4. 2 sacks, 1 by Bushrod, 1 by Van Ness. No interceptions. A few deflections. A forced fumble by Van Ness that was recovered by Christian Wilkins. Also, I know this isn't the franchise related, but I think since we're up by 24, I can kind of just say this. So I hear people saying, oh, if Patrick Mahomes wasn't drafted to the Chiefs, if Jaden Daniels wasn't drafted to the Commanders, these players would not be good. Now, if you're claiming that if they were randomly switched to a bad team right now, that they'd be trash, that's a valid argument because you're saying, oh, he's only playing good because you're basically calling them assistant QB. But if you're saying they weren't drafted to the team they wouldn't be good, then that could be true, but that doesn't make them worse. Like, because, first of all, it's not Patrick Mahomes' fault that he was drafted into a good system with a good head coach and a good teacher in Alex Smith. It's not Jan Daniels' fault that he was drafted to one of the better defenses and also a pretty solid offensive group with a really good head coach. Like, it's not... I'm not going to take that away from them because they were drafted to a solid team and played well. There's players that had good systems and still struggled, like Jimmy Garoppolo with the 49ers. Like, he had a elite group, and despite going to the Super Bowl, he's doing nothing. He didn't do anything better than Brock Purdy is doing right now, and Brock Purdy was much younger. So yeah, saying that Patrick Mahomes wouldn't be good if he was drafted to the Jets at that time, for example, isn't really fair because he wasn't drafted to the Jets. He was drafted to a team that he could actually succeed in, and that's not his fault. And it only makes the franchise of Kansas City itself look better. It doesn't make Patrick Mahomes look worse. At the end of the day, he has 3 rings. Caleb Williams just cannot get time to throw as it's going to be 3rd and 2. I just have to get that off my chest. That's why I have GoldeeJR and Plus, though. I have that channel because I like to talk about sports or whatever angers me or anything, really. First down for Williams. They're finally driving down the field. Now they just have to worry about not turning the ball over and actually getting a touchdown and converting the 2-point conversion. Williams to throw short. It's dropped. What a hit by Jamel Dean on Rome Odunze. Did Odunze do really good last year? Because I know Brian Thomas and Malik Neighbors made like huge seasons. Like they were amazing. I don't really hear much about Odunze's rookie year. I'm assuming he didn't do terrible. I think I would have heard about it if he did like really badly or something. I'm talking about in real life, by the way. He dropped 734 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's like a solid rookie receiver year. But the thing is, even okay, I just got cooked. I'm not gonna lie. Like for example, Drake London in his rookie year put up 866 yards, and he's not nearly as fast or maybe like just as shifty as Rome Odunze is. But then again, Odunze only had 54 receptions. So okay, that's a touchdown. That was perfect blocking. So either he had 101 targets and caught like half of them. Is it a stretch to say that's a bad rookie season? You catch about half of your targets, 700 yards, 3 touchdowns. And Williams fires! What a play! I mean, I can't even say nothing. That was basically perfect. I mean, I wasn't really paying attention the entire drive, which I guess I should because it's only a 2-score game, but I was talking about the NFL. For example, London in his rookie year, which is just an example because I'm saying like another receiver who was drafted like, well, no, was it the first receiver picked? No, he was picked after Marvin Harrison. That's kind of interesting. He's like the second. London was the first receiver picked in this draft class. And then Olave and Wilson were drafted a little bit after. Ooh, that seems a little overthrown. Yep. So London in his rookie year caught 72 of his 117 targets, which is a lot more than Odunze caught. Odunze caught about 50%. London caught closer to 70. That is just not good blocking by candidate. 3rd and 14. Yeah, I've called that play a few times. It never really works anymore. It just feels like the receivers don't really do anything. Firing wide open. Quincy Russell got it. What? They're going to say he didn't get it. It did seem overthrown again by Groves. I'm pretty sure he got his feet down right here. Like, look at this. 1... Oh my God, he didn't. Russell, dude, you should put your foot down right there. All right, well we go 3 and out. And they are locking up our punt. team. He caught. Well, we can just divide these. So first this is kind of nerdy, but whatever. We can divide 54 by 101. Aduze caught 53% of his targets, and London caught. And London caught 61%. So I said 70. I was a little bit off. But so it's an 8% difference. In their rookie seasons, Ndunze played with a pretty bad offensive line. But that's not really like... And Caleb Williams, who was an interesting quarterback. London played with Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ridder. So, and a much better offensive line. So I'll say that. He played with a better offensive line. He played with less competition. His only competition, really, for receptions or for a lot of receptions was Kyle Pitts, who I think got hurt that year. And while Odunze had to compete with Keenan Allen and DJ Moore. So like context matters, obviously, but even then, you still wouldn't say London had a worse rookie year, because London also had more touchdowns, more yards. I thought he was about to say Owner Jones got hurt, but no, it was a Bears injury. 3rd and 1. Play action. Are you kidding me? Sneak got absolutely cooked. And the Bears, just like that, it's a one-score game if they hit this 2-point conversion. What are we doing? Do I just need to pay more attention? Because our team isn't really trying anymore, and they got it. Bears make it a one-score game just like that. Guys, are we going to blow this lead, or are we going to lock in? Because our defense just right back to season 4 with that. Oh my God, look at Candidate. Gets a few extra yards off of that. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about, like, Ramadounze should have been better than he was. I mean, catching half of your targets? That's not very good. Come on, Landry, dude. Oh my God, Ray not such a goat, though. Oh man, I already missed Tevin Jenkins. Okay, it's clear that if we end up not re-signing Tevin Jenkins, which is likely, we're gonna need somebody to replace him, because Landry is not that guy. What a catch. That was dangerous from me, I'll be honest. Look at them stacking the box. Raynaud short. I'm not punting this. I'm just not. None of their linebackers are blitzing, so maybe we can just get some good push and get this first. And we do. What a close call. We didn't get pushed, though. We didn't really get pushed. Like, it was kind of just Raynaud finding the best area to go. Oh, my God. The pass lead is ruining me, man. The stick drift is ruining me because Russell... I mean, that wasn't a guaranteed catch, but it was likely to be a catch. Can we stop calling RPOs? I want a regular run play. Guyton got cooked, but Raynaud went right past the D lineman to make it 3rd and 1. I mean, I know Guyton isn't really the best run blocker on our team. Might be the worst. Because Guerrero's a really good run blocker. Tevin Jenkins, yeah, I think they're all really good run blockers. I think Guyton's just solid at it. I'm assuming all the viewers here are boss. They're not saying nothing. You know, some people like to just not talk and just watch live streams, but it's not helping me. Firing upfield, nice grab by Marvin Mims. He's having his best game of the season out of nowhere. Firing, Russell up the seam inside the 10. Finally, our offense is back. Oh, come on, man. Block for Reynaud. You have to cut back in. Their corner was setting the edge really well there. After 2 not great carries, it's going to be 3rd and goal at the 8. Firing Mims is in! They're going to give him the touchdown! I don't know why Marvin Mims decided to have a breakout game today. He was our leading receiver last year thanks to injuries. And he just finds the wide open spot in the zone as the linebacker goes to Ian Crocker, who's probably perfectly covered by this safety anyway. He went for the X factor. And instead we get it to our 3rd option in Marvin Mims. And they say he just got there. That's such a close. Oh, did he? Not did he, but like, did he get the first down? Did he get the end zone? Are we sure? Oh, no, he did. No, he definitely did right here. That's certainly over the goal line. What a play by Marvin Mims. And what a throw by Greg Groves. Give him credit, too. Well, it's back to a 2-score game. Game is nowhere near over, but a long, crushing drive like that does help. 7 minutes to go. The Bears have to score here, though, pretty much. They basically have to score right here. Field goal won't help. They need 6. And preferably... Actually, no, they can't even need 6. They literally specifically need 7. Because if they get 6, they'd still be down 9. So they need the extra point, too. Alright, this time, Snead, don't get cooked. Even though he's guarding the tight end right here. So I doubt it, but he could. It's called how I saw it. He got cooked on the last drive by Roma Dunze, who I was just talking trash about. Well, no, saying he wasn't a great rookie isn't really talking trash, though, right? He got played by Thomas and Neighbors. But he was picked after Neighbors, but, like, he was picked well before Thomas. So it's 3rd and 6 here. Bears pretty much need a conversion. Punting isn't really an option. And Caleb Williams is brought down. Aiden Hutchinson. Do they punt here? I wouldn't punt. I'd probably just say, all right, if we get this, we lose. If we don't get this, we lose. But, yeah, they're going to have to go for it. They don't really have a choice. Because if we get even a field goal on our next drive, the game's over. Get that out of here. I would try to pick it off, but no, just give us the ball at the 24. So despite a mediocre second half, we should escape with a win this time. Reynaud once again can't get out the backfield. The Bears' run defense has gotten better as the game has progressed. Another freaking RPO. Dude, why is Guyton getting cooked against that D lineman? I mean, I know you're not a great run blocker, but it's been every play. Let's not do anything crazy here. Just something that I don't think I'd throw a pick on. Get out to Russell. That should be enough. Just outside the 10-yard line. This has been one of the most non-Quincy Russell games. He's basically always just a pure deep threat. Like, he averages a lot of yards per catch, but this week he's just been this kind of the second fiddle to Marvin Mims. Which, I mean, I'm completely fine with that. Like, he doesn't have to be that guy every week, because he usually is. But I guess that kind of probably leads to more injuries when I'm targeting him 15 times a game, so. We're not going to throw here. We're going to run. Because we can't really lose by running the ball here. We either get it or kick the field goal. Like, but passing, you could throw a pick. But yeah, Reynaud's not going to be stopped. So the Bears made a little bit of a cute attempt to come back, but at the end, the better team did indeed win the game.
extra point. And the Titans are able to extend the lead.
The thing I don't get is that I can't really tell if this run defense is good or not, because, like, our D-line sucks at stopping the run, but our linebackers are pretty much always there anyway, so it makes us look really good at stopping the run. And also, CPUs don't run the ball against us, which I thought they fixed that problem. Well, actually, I look at the wrong thing. I thought they fixed the problem where CPUs don't run the ball, but I don't think they have. This is, I mean, if you think 13 carries in the game is a lot, it's just not. I've carried the ball well over 20 times today, and the Bears have carried it 13. And won by a QB, so really 12. I mean, how are you supposed to know if your run game is good in the game or not if you're running the ball less than 20 times a game? Especially, I mean, I guess the running backs aren't great, but they have a rushing touchdown. We've seen some good run blocking from them. That's a free pick. They're literally throwing gifts to me. I think this game forgot that I'm the user pick master. Even if I'm not as good as I used to be back in, like, the last gen Madden games, I'm still pretty good at it. We don't need to. Oh my God, look at Reynard. So he's so shifty. Another game of over 20 carries for him. Hey, if y'all don't call timeouts, I will kneel after getting this first down. So I said, they're not going to call timeouts. All right, we can just knee. Reynard closes out his day. Him and Marvin Mims pretty much won the game for us. Thanks, Bears, for not being too annoying. I mean, y'all tried to come back, which was, I guess, the most interesting part of the game. They're not going to use them. They know how this game is going to end. Everybody knows how this game is going to end. So on to 10-1. The Texans lose to the Lions, which that's their worst loss of the season. You can't lose that game.
A win for the visiting Titans, and make that a 5th straight victory, as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
Alright, that was a fun little victory. I kind of wish I hadn't thrown an interception in the first half. I mean, even I don't think it was my fault, but Groves goes for 2-9. We actually did pretty solid against Williams. He didn't have a crazy good completion percentage like the CPUs normally do. He didn't really get to do much. Groves 22 of 30, 290, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Reynard over 100 yards, over 20 carries, 2 touchdowns. We didn't really run the ball to anybody else. Kind of just let Reynard get the workload. Mims goes over 160 yards off of 7 receptions, 2 touchdowns. Groves and Crocker were like the safety valves. They only averaged like 7 and 6 yards a catch. Like, they really just did what they need to do. Reynard goes just under the amount of yards that Mims went to total. Ernest Jones led our team in tackles with 7. Van Ness had a tackle for loss. Powell had a tackle for loss. Sacks for Hutchinson, Bushrod, and Van Ness. A pick by Baker, basically me. 2 deflections for Snead, 1 for Starks, Dean, and Van Ness. Unfortunately, one by Van Ness had a good game today. So we play. Who do we play next? The Commanders Sunday night or something. I can't remember which night game it is. 21 staff points. Grows. I feel like it's been a while since I've upgraded him. I think I want to get his deep accuracy up now, which is strong arm. So he's literally has so much morale. He's playing up to a 90 right now. Can we stop getting upgrades to medium accuracy? That's his best accuracy. I don't need that anymore. I need anyway. He's playing by +4 morale. He has 98 morale. Greg Groves is the happiest man on earth right now. I don't really care about any of these 3 players. I'm not sure if their left guard allowed 2 sacks or not. I don't believe he did. Maybe he did. I'm not really sure. I wasn't paying attention. Really solid win. Yeah, he didn't. We didn't get. I mean, he allowed 1 sack. That's good enough, Hutchinson. Also, you weren't even the guy who was on him, so I don't think you should care. On to week 13. I'm going to change sliders a little bit. But, yeah, Monday night, okay. Oh, and we're getting with the week. 2 teams trying to win their divisions. Jaden Daniels versus Greg Groves. And the Bills just took the division from the Dolphins because the Dolphins lost to the Browns. And the Chiefs lost, too. Six and 6 Bills leading the division. That's certainly something. So you guys focus players next time. Is this the first time we get to see playoff picture? I think it is. We might have a bye, baby, for the first time. Falcons are the best team in the NFC. This can't be real. Well, it isn't. What is their record? 7-4 is the #1 team in the NFC. Okay. Anything else to say, or am I just gonna... Oh yeah, I said I was gonna change sliders a little bit, just to make the game a little bit, because that's 3 blocks in a row. What should I do? No, I don't do something. I hate stick drift, man. I don't really see anything that's wrong here. I mean, I guess they stopped breaking as many tackles, but okay, I'm not gonna be able to chase sliders. It's gonna act like this. I keep upping run blocking to encourage the CPU to run the ball more, but it doesn't really work. Like, you can't change how much the CPUs run the ball, so it doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't really matter if I make the run blocking go up if the CPU doesn't run the ball anyway. Anyway, I'm finna leave. Bye. Okay, now I started. Okay, this.